나 미국 가기로 결정했어.
그래, 잘 됐네.
근데 그냥 가기 억울해.
뭐가?
나랑 밥 한 끼만 같이 먹자. 내가 너 때문에 그동안 예약했다가 취소한 레스토랑이 몇 갠지나 알아?
그래, 밥 먹자. 내가 살게. 뭐 먹고 싶어? 샐러리면 월급 부술 만큼 비싼 데로 가잘 줄 알았더니 여기야?
네가 나 단무지라도 같이 먹자고 데려온다고 했다가 말았던 데잖아. 얼마나 좋은 데인지 와보고 싶었어.
네 입장 생각해서 내가 통째로 빌렸다. 마음껏 먹어.
막상 와보니까 되게 시시하네.
건전하잖아. 너랑 나 그냥 고등학교 때 미팅 정도로 만났다가 떡볶이 먹고 헤어진 사이 정도로 건전하게 헤어지자.
됐고 가서 단무지나 더 갖고 와. 내가 코끼리냐? 너랑 건전하게 헤어지게? 건배하자. 원샷. 흑수염 고래처럼 한 방에 털기다.
그래. 아, 이상하네. 꼭 술 먹은 것 같네.
강우야, 나 너랑 그냥 헤어지기 싫어. 내가 대놓고 너한테 술 마시자 그러면 또 각 딱 잡고 마시다 말 거 아니야.
나 지금 술 마신 거야? 나 각 잡는 게 아니라 원래 술 잘 못 마시는데.
넌 내가 하나도 안 예쁘니? 술 마시고 보면 좀 더 예뻐 보이지 않아?
예쁘지. 태희랑 되게 예뻐. 가끔 네가 불쑥 나타날 때 와, 되게 예쁘다 그랬어.
예쁜데 왜 안 좋아해?
난 꼭 지켜주고 싶은 사람이 있으니까. 내가 지키고 있는지도 모르지만
네가 무슨 태공실 경호원이야?
내 이름 한 번만 불러주면 짠하고 나타날 수 있는데 불러주질 않네. 그래서 난 계속 지켜만 보고 있어. 그 사람이 더 이상 무서워하지 않고 안전했으면 좋겠어. 그래야 경호원 자리를 뜰 수 있는 거거든.
나 너 지켜주기 싫거든? 그래서 술 먹인 거거든? 너 안전하려고 불쌍한 척 하는 거지.
어딜 간다는 거야?
여기.
여기 외국 아니야? 너 외국 나가게?
언니, 나처럼 죽은 사람이 보이는 사람이 있다? 여기 같이 가재.
그런 사람이 있어? 진짜로 너처럼 그렇대?
응. 나는 기억이 안 나는데 그 사람은 나를 잘 안대. 언니, 나 병원 3년간 누워있는 동안 내 영혼이 그 사람이랑 같이 있었댄다?
공실이가 같이 간다고 할까? 같이 가면 그 남자를 버리기 더 쉬워질 텐데. 넌 처음부터 그 둘을 다 봤지? 어떻게 될 것 같아?
같은 걸 보면 이해는 해주겠지만 네가 좋아하는 사람 놔두고 갈 수 있겠어?
자기가 보고 싶은 것만 보고 듣고 싶은 것만 듣는 사람한테 쓸데없는 것만 보고 듣는 내가 곁에 있으면 편하지 않을 거야.
생각보다 빨리 토끼네. 하마터면 놓칠 뻔했어.
그냥 보내준다더니 날 잡으러 온 거예요?
내가 널 그냥 놔줄 것 같아?
외삼촌 앞에서는 내 말을 믿는다더니.
널 범인으로 잡으면 조카라고 감싸는 김 실장님이 다쳐. 아버지가 붙인 비밀 경호원이 꽤 정이 팔아 경찰에 넘기려는데 그건 안 해. 여기서 너랑 나랑 단판 짓자. 내 목걸이 내놔. 그리고 꺼져.
날 범인이라고 확신하네요. 죽은 희주를 본다는 태공실이란 여자가 희주한테 뭘 들었대요?
그 여자 끼어들게 하지 마. 죽어서 희주 만나고 싶어? 그러고 싶으면 그러던지.
그 여자가 특별한가 보네. 이제 차희주는 완전히 지워버린 건가? 15년 동안 기다렸다가 만나러 온 보람이 없네.
그런 넌 예전에 희주랑 짜고 쳐본 가닥으로 나한테 다시 접근한 건가? 꼬시는 건 네 담당이 아니었나 봐. 쌍둥이라도 난 너한테 단 한 번도 눈길이 가지 않았거든.
그러면 진실을 얘기해줄게, 주중아. 주중은 네가 사랑했던 여자는 차희주가 아니야. 쌍둥이 언니 한나였어.
난 떠나요.
도와줘요. 미안해요.
내 첫사랑이 차이주가 아니라 너라고.
희주가 널 보고만 있어서 한나가 희주인 척 대신 말을 걸어줬어.
너 주중원이지? 난 차이주야.
한나는 세상 모든 걸 다 가진 것처럼 빛나던 애였는데 결국 너도 가졌지. 어둡고 불행했던 희주가 그토록 바랬던 건데 그것마저도 뺏겼지. 희주는 너무 화가 났어. 그래서 그 일을 벌인 거야.
미안하게 됐어. 주중아.
희주, 한나, 쌍둥이 둘이 짜고 버린 일이잖아.
차이주 혼자 한 일이야. 한나는 절대 그런 일을 할 애가 아니지. 천사 같은 애였는데. 기억해봐. 네가 좋아했던 애를. 둘 중에 하나가 죽었어. 너는 봤지? 그 애가 죽는 순간을. 죽은 애는 어느 쪽일까? 한날까? 희줄까?
너 누구야? 네가 차이주야?
나는 착한 한나라니까. 죽은 건 나쁜 차이주야. 증원이 너도 15년 동안 그렇게 알고 있었잖아. 죽은 애 나쁜 년이라고. 죽은 애가 착한 쪽이면 너무 비극이잖아.
네가 차이주지.
여기서 차이주는 죽는 거야. 아니면 난 주중원을 죽일 거야. 제발 네가 차이주를 죽여줘.
살아있는 나는 착한 한나라니까. 중원이 네가 사랑했던 한나야. 그래서 네 곁에 다시 돌아온 거야. 다시 돌아오면 네가 날 사랑해줄 줄 알았는데 엉뚱한 여자가 끼어있더라.
넌 아니야. 넌 가짜야.
왜 이제 와서 이래? 넌 네 상처 때문에 한 번도 죽은 애가 왜 그렇게 됐는지 알려고도 이해하려고도 하지 않았잖아. 그냥 알던 대로 두면 편하게 살 수 있을 텐데.
정말로 그 애가 나 때문에 죽었다는 거야?
그래. 너 때문에 죽었어. 나는 한나야. 아니라고 생각해? 그래도 넌 절대로 밝히지 못해. 어쨌든 미안하게 됐어.
미안하게 됐어.
주중은.
주중아.
지금 날 뭐라고 부르는 거예요?
차이주. 희주야, 나야. 네가 차이주라는 걸 아는 유일한 사람. 나 대신 한나 브라운으로 사는 게 좋았어?
당신 지금 뭐 하는 거야?
너랑 직접 만나서 얘기하고 싶어서 이 여자 몸을 빌렸어.
말도 안 돼. 저리 가.
못 믿겠어? 네가 마지막으로 나한테 한 말 얘기해 줄까? 여기서 차이주는 죽는 거야.
아니면 난 주중원을 죽일 거야.
제발.
네가 차이주를 죽어줘.
너로 죽어주고 나로 살게 해줬잖아. 너 왜 돌아왔니, 희주야?
너 정말 한나야?
너를 만나려고 이 여자 몸을 훔쳤어. 희주야, 우리 같이 갈까? 차이주는 한나 브라운 인생을 훔쳐서 살고 나는 이 여자 인생을 훔쳐서 다시 사는 거야. 난 너 때문에 죽었잖아. 그렇지? 네가 다시 살게 할 수 있어. 도와줘. 우린 쌍둥이잖아.
그래, 같이 가자. 차이주가 한나 브라운으로 살았듯이 너는 태공실로 살아. 내가 도와줄게. 그리고 절대로 주중원 곁으로 돌아오지 않는 거야. 잘 됐네. 나 이 여자가 걔 옆에 있는 거 정말 싫었거든. 이 여자가 사라지고 나면 주중원은 다시 혼자가 되겠네. 주중원에겐 차이주의 저주가 걸려있다는 얘기 정말 마음에 들었어. 난 다시 걔한테 저주 하나 남기고 가겠네.
무섭다고 도망가지 마요. 창피하잖아요. 돌아오지 않을 수도 있었고 또 아무 얘기 하지 않고 떠나줄 수도 있었잖아. 왜 다 얘기한 거야? 중원이를 괴롭히고 싶었니?
한나로 돌아오면 걔를 가질 수 있을 줄 알았어. 그런데 나한테 가짜라고 하네.
사랑했던 건 네가 아니라는 걸 알아본 거야.
그래. 난 걔가 사랑했던 한나가 아니야.
뭐야?
작업 중입니다.
진짜 너를 중원이는 몰라.
그래. 진짜 차이주를 제대로 만난 적이 없으니까. 하지만 평생 가슴 속에 저주로 남을 이름은 나야. 차이주.
그게 진짜 너겠네.
그래. 진짜 나는 차이주니까. 한나 네가 날 지켜주고 싶다고 그랬다며. 가자 한나야. 내가 널 지켜줄게.
죽은 한나는 살아남은 희주를 지켜주고 싶다고 했어. 혼자 억울하게 독박 쓴 채로. 미화해서 얘기하자면 희생, 헌신, 사랑이에요. 근데 당신은 끝까지 그걸 알아주지 못했네요, 차혜주 씨.
너 한나가 아니구나. 아, 날 속인 거야?
한나를 죽게 하고 모두를 속인 거 차혜주 당신이지?
그걸 밝힐 수 있는 건 아무것도 남지 않았어.
희주야.
죽은 아이 옆에.
Evening.
Hey. Nobody there, huh?
Doesn't seem so. That's quite a few fishing rods they have there. Where is everyone?
I saw someone here just a minute ago.
Any idea?
Just try again.
They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there. Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant. Look at all these beautiful people. Must be some kind of ancestral gallery. this leads to the rooms. Hello? I'm not going to give up.
Good afternoon. How can I help you, darling?
There's a room reserved for me. You know the lottery? I won a stay over here.
You won? How can you win a stay in TruberBrook?
Well, actually, I don't really remember taking part in any lottery myself. Yet I received this winning notification.
What was the name again?
Name's Tannhauser.
Tannhauser, 11hauser. Oh, Dr. Hans Tannhauser. Oh yes, here we have it.
Say, is it a quiet room?
Seeking some peace and quiet.
Well, I'm working on a text and I could really use some serenity.
Text? Are you a kind of writer or something?
I'm a physicist. Right now, I'm writing a paper on quantum physics.
I've heard worse. You arrived just in time for the big anniversary celebration. TruberBrook is a bit noisier than usual around these days. But apart from that, I'd say you have nothing to worry about in terms of disturbance. Here's your key, Dr. Tannhauser. My name is Trude, by the way.
If you don't mind, where are all the other guests?
Let's put it this way. The season in TruberBrook is already over.
I get the impression the season has been over for some time. What?
Please, you've got to help me.
Did that guy just disappear with my paper? Something unusual happened. There was an uninvited guest in my room tonight. Now that he's escaped, I'm going to chase him down. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. I don't want to go back to bed. I'm on a mission. At least it seems the burglar didn't rummage through the cabinet. What is this? Some kind of goo. It seems rather unpleasant outside. I better not. It'll start raining in. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. Where did he go? So many rooms, so few guests. Reception opening hours, Monday to Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., Sundays and legal holidays, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Darkest night. In the pale starlight, this village appears to be composed of jagged silhouettes and loneliness.
Hey there. Taking a little night stroll?
Someone was in my room.
You only just got here and you already have secret admirers?
No, it was a burglar. I think.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sneaking around here, but if I were you, I would probably follow these somewhat extremely obvious footprints.
You've got a point there. Please excuse me. This situation is growing aggravating. I followed the person who stole my notes into a kind of dead-end street, and now he's vanished. Picture me standing here at the edge of the world, stripped of my writings.
I wonder who on Earth would steal a paper on quantum physics. Do you like ghost stories? It is said that a Proto-Germanic cult used to live up here in the mountains. They prayed to the spirits of the forests. I know it's a long shot, but maybe this visitor of yours is one of those spirits?
Those Proto-Germans sure had a lot of imagination.
Nonsense, I was just trying to mess with you. What was your name again? Tenhauser? Name's Gretchen. I'm an anthropologist. In fact, those old Proto-Germanic ritual grounds just so happen to be my special subject. One of them is supposedly somewhere around here, though I haven't been able to find it yet.
Gretchen, well met. Now that's all well and good, but what am I going to do without my notes?
You know what? I'm going to help you track down that burglar. It looks like he escaped with one of the old gondolas. I bet he's hiding somewhere in the mountains, which, incidentally, is also where I was heading. Come on, you're a scientist. You're coming with me now and you're going to help me find this ritual site. Who knows, maybe you'll even find your evil spirit there. The one with an interest in quantum whatchamacallits. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So what do you say? You with me? Ha! I knew you had the spirit of adventure in you. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. The early bird catches the worm and all that. We have to find a way up the mountain. It would be easiest if we used a cable car. I reckon that's also what our friend thought.
The cable car doesn't exactly appear to be in pristine condition. What do you think?
Don't worry, I'm sure I can fix this. I can't fix this. The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun.
This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks.
Are you okay? Do you have brain damage? High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
Danger. High voltage. Locked. Hello? Anybody there? What was that? I have to insert a coin first. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy. You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle. Exciting. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house. There's a clothesline up there, right under my window. The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff? There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlachte Platte, Pothoeke, Tote Oma. Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though. Hilarious the Unready, Margrave of TruberBrook. Conqueror of the Dragon, Savior of TruberBrook, yep. In the year of our Lord, 1250. This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely decorative reasons. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was the flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine, so nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please help yourself.
Locked. Hey. She's almost in a trance.
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me. Didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
Depends on how you look at it. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Berlin is located right in the middle of Brandenburg, so it is worlds apart.
Brandenburg? Never heard of it.
Star Cybernetician Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
And what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even rulons into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Bellinellians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
If you're referring to my bank deposit.
You're saying a lot of silly things.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something. Is that a maggot? It's having a good time. Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers. Looks a bit shabby. This can must have fallen off the table. A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic. There's something funny about that clock. There's something funny about that clock. Hey. She's almost in a trance. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships. I'd rather not disturb the little one. Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You mean deposit? Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. Danger. High voltage. I wonder what that is. Locked. seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
A hanger is dangling from the clothesline. Marvelous engineering. There's something funny about that clock. They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there. Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. I'll save you, my little friend. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. I'd rather not disturb the little one. Hey. She's almost in. Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. In my old flat share, we used to throw the trash out of the window. I promise not to do that anymore. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house. I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit eccentric. Just a hanger. Empty. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. No. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. No. It might be able to support a glass of beer, but not this table. Actually, it just needs one more mew. My father used to say the only thing more stable than a beer coaster was 2 beer coasters. And I think I finally understand what he meant. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy. Thank you, but I believe this ordinary table is not deserving of your delicate tablecloth.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, never mind.
I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely decorative reasons. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. This cat again. Locked. I wonder what that is. A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark. Its heydays are over. A beautiful, healthy tree. Acersoidu platanus, the sycamore maple. That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. The bus stop. My gateway to the outside world. There's a regular bus on Saturdays. Every other week. Ah, yes. That's where I am. Today's menu, nothing.
Oh, thanks. For me?
Does this device suffice as a deposit in exchange for the fishing rod?
Yes. Feel free to leave it here.
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
This bucket seems to have been hung here for purely decorative reasons. I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. Well then, good catch. What the? Can opener? I don't think it's in the mood for that right now. A beautiful, healthy tree. Acer platanus, the sycamore maple. Now it's a case for the metal restorer. This crumbling socket looks much nicer without the cheesy armor on top. This crumbling socket looks much nicer without the cheesy armor on top. Truda would probably not approve of my appearance.
Hilarious the Unready? Is that you?
I don't want to frighten him. I can't bend over that far in this armor. Voila. There's a current again.
I'll just leave it like that. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
Hi.
Hey.
About the cable car. Question. What was it again that we needed that key for?
We need the master key to get the cable car running in the first place. Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I was just about to ask. I just wanted to say hi.
Oh.
There's a current again. Locked. No, Hans, that would be a really bad idea. Danger. High voltage. Time waits for no man, not even in TruberBrook. I discovered a modern telecommunication system further uptown. This might be important to anybody wondering if the world is still turning at the end of the line. I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
You're a funny man, Tannhauser. I like it.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tannhauser.
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will attend to the issue.
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will.
I'll be leaving then.
Make
I'd rather not disturb the little one. There's something funny about that clock. A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic. Locked. They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there. This leads to the rooms. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. In my old flat share, we used to throw the trash out of the window. I promise not to do that anymore. What a mess. Nothing appears to be missing, except for my notes. This muddle of spots and drips is probably telling more about the room's many previous occupants than I'd wish to know. No. I would probably hurt myself. I'm not tired. Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry. I've already made an entry on this. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. I would probably hurt myself. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
This establishment you call your own?
A family business for more than 7. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
Your daughter really likes watching.
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien nonsense, don't you think?
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off.
That door over there hasn't been opened in a while, has it?
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair. No one has taken any interest in that door since he left. He just took the key with him.
Being the only guest, I was wondering, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages. Anything else I can do for you?
Truda, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers!
What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you so very much. I was hardly able to focus on anything else but this cursed wobblery.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Are you feeling any better now that the table isn't wobbling anymore?
Thank you for asking. But joy? What does it even mean? My life lost most of its joy since Klaus disappeared.
Who is Claus?
Klaus is my tomcat, an angel of an animal. He was the only one to always remain by my side. But now, he's vanished, without a trace. Everything in this world is going down the drain. Mark my words.
Was Claus abducted?
I don't know. Klaus was always faithful and stood by my side. Then he just disappeared without a trace. You can't rely on anything in this world anymore. Let me tell you. It's just awful.
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Please excuse me.
Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella. Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella. Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella.
Soft as a feather.
Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella.
A beautiful, healthy tree. Acer platanus, the sycamore maple. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. I put a nice fluffy blanket over the top of that rowboat.
Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella.
Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark. Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. Closed. The bus stop. My gateway to the outside world. There's a regular bus on Saturdays. Every other week. No.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Could you tell me something?
Don't bring up the old cable car.
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Please excuse me. Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle. Exciting. Actually, it's quite a nice table. Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Any news about...
Nothing.
You've got yourself an...
The name is Baron Otto Titan von TruberBrook.
Tannhauser. Pleased to meet you.
Please, come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely,
Are you from around these parts?
You may very well say so. I put all my life's work into the well-being and prosperity of TruberBrook. I once was the owner of both, the mines and the cable car. That's all history now.
What kind of a strange place is this?
Well, you should know. This used to be one of the most beautiful spots on the face of the planet. The fair and the fortunate came here for treatment. Travelers and tourists of all fashion. Citizens that weren't occupied in the tourism business found work in the mines. But it's all over now.
Do you have any friends or family?
My spouse left me for good, and my beloved TruberBrook is slowly going down the drain. Only Claus remained loyal to me all these years. Alas, now even he has disappeared.
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
Please excuse me, but I need to be on my own now. I need some rest to mourn for Claus.
Please excuse me. The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff? Good idea. Now I only need something to sedate the little fella. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tannhauser.
About the cable car?
Sure. What?
Do you have an idea what became of the Baron's cat?
After he had lost the mine, the cable car, and his wife, all that remained was a kitten. If you ask me, it was probably a bit too much for the poor creature.
What was it again that happened to the Baron's cat?
After he had lost them, if you ask.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
Is there not a single
God forsaken? Be careful what you say. The inspector is in charge of the whole county. And it has been 15 years since something happened. A dog had run off, if I remember correctly. Would you like to hear the story?
Not really. Just keep me informed, please.
Of course, Mr. Ten.
About the cable car?
Sure.
I've heard enough.
Anything else?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
Locked. I'd rather not disturb the little one. Hey. She's almost in it. Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlog for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Lenny of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
Huh. There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes. You like this, don't you?
Claus?
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Any news about Claude?
Nothing.
Please excuse me.
This crumbling socket looks much nicer without the cheesy armor on top.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
Any news from...
I'm sure your case is of the highest. He assured me he would set off as soon as his time allows.
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself...
Nowhere to run from here, kitty. Oh, I think he passed out. Now I've got you.
Good morning.
Excuse me.
Please excuse me. Is this by chance your cat, Claus?
Oh, my beloved Claus. Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
Good morning.
Excuse...
So what's with the...
I used to own the... Everything was... Those maniacs destroyed everything. The cable car, the mine...
You ran a mining business?
Well, but yes. I am the Baron von Zülz, entrepreneur and mining engineer in the third generation. District Mayor of TruberBrook Zülz and TruberBrook Düssel, Assistant Secretary to the Municipal Council, Patron of TruberBrook and the arts, well known beyond the borders of this country.
Please, go on.
More and more outsiders came to what they were actually up to in the mine. No one knows for certain, but after a few years of quick profits, they shut down the place and closed the cable car all together in one go. Just think of it. This was my life's work. They closed down the mines, drove away the people, and turned a once flourishing community into a ghost town.
Who are these maniacs you're referring to?
The Millennium Cooperative, a multinational conglomerate of enterprises. Ruthless and unscrupulous. They leave us little family businesses with next to nothing.
What do you mean they destroyed everything?
First, they stripped me of the mine. Then, more and more dubious eggheads and foreign workers started pouring into town, driving visitors away with the gigantic machines.
These must have been difficult.
I appreciate your concern.
Would you mind lending me the key to the old cable car?
You've been so kind to me today. You have reunited an old man with his loyal cat. I'd have given you everything. My heritage, my stocks, my startups. Yet all you desire in your modesty is this aged key. Here you are. I can't fathom what you may want with it, but please take it.